Hello class, under the series of organizational behavior, today the topic we will discuss is the organizational changes, also known as the corporate changes. जो भी changes किसी भी organization में होते हैं उनके reasons, उनका effect long term या short term क्या होता है and what are the causes behind these organizational changes we will discuss today. Well, when we talk about the organizational changes, actually it is the process by which organization move their present state to some desired future state to increase their effectiveness. Organizational changes always refers to the action in which a company or business alters or major components of its organization. हर एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल में जो भी मेजर चेंजेस टाइम टू टाइम होते रहते हैं उनको किस तरह से कंपनी या बिजनेस ऑल्टर करती है, ये ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल चेंजेस का सब्जेक्ट है. नाउ देयर आर सर्टेन चेंजेस विच एनी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन faces. First one is it involves planned and unplanned. It is based on transformation in an organization. It is the movement from current stage to some future and preferred stage, and it is a continuous process. So when we say that organization changes are those changes, if I say such as कल्चरल अगर कोई चेंजेस आ रहे हैं तो वो ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल चेंजेस में आएंगे, और या आप बोलेंगे द अंडरलाइन टेक्नोलॉजी और इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर. तो अगर इस तरह के चेंजेस कंपनी अडाप्ट करती है एंड इट्स यूजेस टू ऑपरेट ऑन इट्स इंटरनल प्रोसेस, so basically organizational changes rotate on these subjects. Now what is the basic nature of change? Whenever we see कि कहाँ से कंपनी का ओरिजिन हुआ है, what image does the company like to promote, have they good or bad previous experiences of changes, what will be the effect of the changes on the balance of power, and what are the parties impacted by the change. So you can say there is a certain process for these changes. It is actually starting from the adoption, and it is dealing and developing, and finally it is adjusting. आप कह सकते हैं अडॉप्ट करके, डेवलप करके, उन चेंजेस के साथ एडजस्ट करके, एंड देन एडवांस एंड मॉडिफाइंग, एंड फाइनली वी हैव टू गो फॉर द इनोवेटिव टेक्निक्स. एंड एज आई से, these changes could be cultural, technological और infrastructure. वो किसी तरह से भी हो सकते हैं. Now what are the challenges that are faced by management and organization through these changes? So whenever we see, we have to identify the needs of the changes. Now the senior management should ensure and encourage कितनी opportunities है कि उससे progress होगी, उन innovation और recognition को identify करना है. Then what is the role of line management shifts from autocratic to facilitator. That simply means आपका management autocratic ना हो के facilitator हो, तो ये आपके changes को easier कर देता है. Then secondly you can say the boundaries between jobs, divisions and departments become blurred. Requirement for specialists decrease and the demand for multi-skilling increases. Whenever we are encouraging, आप प्रोजेक्ट के लिए ग्रुप वर्क को एनकरेज कर रहे हैं, तो ये चेंजेस को ईजिली ग्रो करता है, एंड इट ऑल्सो इम्प्रूव द प्रोसेस बाय रिड्यूसिंग द टोटल अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ जॉब्स. नाउ whenever we see the changes, the people is the first target. So for identifying the needs for changes, you have to see the people, you have to see the smallest change. आपने जो उसका लॉन्ग टर्म इम्पैक्ट पड़ेगा उसको देखना है. With every change comes an expectation of a reward for expectations. Yeah, or you can say you have to determine the elements to be changed. तो हर एक चेंज में people जो होते हैं वो foremost thing होते हैं. And think through carefully the impact of the changes on every job its affects. Simply it says कि organization में जितने भी workers हैं उनका individually और group changes में कितना impact पड़ेगा उसको study करना necessary है. Now this chart shows the level of changes. It is starting from individual level change, then we have to go for the group level change, and finally we have to see as a whole, which is actually the organizational level change. Now what are the importance of changes? Why these changes are required for any business? So through the changes we can take actions for changes. So you can say changing जितना भी feedback होता है, review लिया जाता है, value based leadership changes के through ही आती है, and equality based leadership is also the advantage of the changes, and employees taking ownership for their success, and it is a dynamic growth. Well, in short, the importance of changes is wider. Now, there are certain types of changes. First is evaluatory change. Revelatory change. Evaluatory change involves the attempt to increase the effectiveness on the way an organization currently operates. Revelatory change involves the attempt to find new ways to be effective. Simply अगर आप इसका वाइडर सेंस में बात करेंगे तो इंक्रीज किस तरह से हम इफेक्टिवनेस को इंक्रीज कर रहे हैं वो इवोल्यूशनरी चेंजेस का सब्जेक्ट होता है, जबकि रिवोल्यूटरी यानी आप अटेम्प्ट कर रहे हैं कि किस तरह से हम नए रास्ते ढूंढें. Now, revelatory change is likely to result in a dramatic shift that involves a whole new way of doing things, new goals and a new structure, जिसमें हम पूरा का पूरा अपने ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को चेंज करने के लिए न्यू path pave करते हैं. Now, another thing that is the important subject for the organization change, that is known as the total quality management. Actually, total quality management is based on the effective organizational changes जिससे employees का satisfaction increase होता है. Thus, in turn जितना भी improve होता है, टर्नओवर की प्रॉब्लम या एम्प्लॉयज़ की परफॉर्मेंस है वो इम्प्रूव होती है, प्रोडक्टिविटी इंगेजमेंट बढ़ता है एंड अदर कीज. सो टोटल क्वालिटी मैनेजमेंट एक्चुअली sees the broader goal. Okay, it is a continuous improvement for any organization where we are taking the four key components. They are systems, processes, people and management. And secondly, you can go for the re-engineering. री-इंजीनियरिंग मतलब होता है इट इन्वॉल्व्स रीथिंकिंग. हम हमारे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में और क्या चीज़ें इंट्रोड्यूस करें, किस तरह से रीडिज़ाइन करें अपनी बिजनेस प्रोसेस को ताकि ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल प्रोडक्शन इफेक्टिवली ग्रो करे. नाउ टोटल क्वालिटी मैनेजमेंट इज द इम्पॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट फॉर एनी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन क्लास वेयर वी हैव टू सी एक्चुअली द 7 R's. वी हैव टू रेस who raised or suggested the changes. Second R is reason. What is the reason for the changes? Return. अगर आप कोई changes कर रहे हैं, what return is required from those changes? Then the another R is the risk. What are the risks involved in the changes? Resources. Naturally, we have to take the help from resources. So what are resources are required to deliver the changes? Then another R's are responsibility, where we have to put our team together. We have to remove the obstacles. We have to see the developed vision and make the changes strict. So, and finally, relationship. Relationship is actually we are working for the individual as well as for the organization as a whole. Now, there are certain forces for changes in organization. External causes में globalization जो main theme है. देन वर्कफोर्स डाइवर्सिटी भी एक रीज़न हो सकता है जिससे टाइम टू टाइम आपको आपके ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में चेंजेस करने पड़ते हैं. टेक्नोलॉजिकल, मैनेजिंग एथिकल बिहेवियर, गवर्नमेंट पॉलिसीज एंड कंपटीशन एंड स्कैर्सिटी ऑफ रिसोर्सेज. देन देर आर सम इंटरनल कॉजेज ऑल्सो. सपोज योर ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल इज साइलेंस, तो देर इज अ नीड टू रिकंस्ट्रक्ट, to redesign and re-engineering, failing effectiveness, crisis, if there is a problem of changing employee expectations or changing in the working climate. So through training, engagement, we have to put the people first. We have to empowering them through competition, through communication, and we can use these things for the effective organizational changes. Suppose if I give you examples, if we are applying e-commerce, तो इससे ये organizational changes आएगा. If we are completely rebuilding the website, तो ये भी organization में आपके changes कर सकता है. If we are launching a new department, so these are the certain things where we are rebuilding, re-engineering, and definitely we are going for the total quality management. So you can say in last that these things are the biggest milestone for any organization. And what is the resistance to change? Resistant is change is opposing or struggling with modification or transformations that alter the status quo in the workplace. So simply you can say there is a need, there is the demand of the hour to make these changes, to apply these changes and to adapt these changes. Now changes, if we see the organizational level forces, तो organizational structure में आप change कर सकते हैं, culture में, strategy में या over determination में. Then secondly, changes अगर occur करते हैं सब unit level forces में. So you can go for the differences in the orientation. You can give the training and development and the orientation to your workers. You have to minimize the power and the conflicts. Then the group level forces, where you have to go for the group norms, group think. Individual level forces, cognitive biases, uncertainty, fear of loss, selective perception, habits या logical reasons अगर किसी organization में hurdles create करते हैं, तो through the changes it is the need of the hour that you can make them alter.